This person has no idea how the real world works moment. 1. The other day my 18-year-old brother-in-law got married to his high school sweetheart in a parking garage so that they can live off campus at college together. His now wife's mother is an ordained minister. His parents, my in-laws, were very upset and he couldn't understand why saying it's just a fake marriage for school. Oh no, sweet boy, you are married. I just laughed and laughed. I love him dearly, but he's a moron. His wife lost her scholarship because they live off campus and became residents of the state, and she no longer qualifies. 2. My dad used to be the typical boomer, always thinking I was just being lazy and not doing things right, until he got injured and could no longer work in an industry he had 30+ years of experience and seniority in. It took him several months to get a new job of any kind, and was shocked when he realized that he couldn't just negotiate for higher pay. He was fired on the spot when he threatened to organize a strike, and was barred from the premises when he had to move. It baffled him that he couldn't just give the landlord a few $100 and move in right away, but had to wait a week for his application to go through, and the landlord to do a background check. Probably my most satisfying one was when he finally decided to get into the industry I'm in, truck driving. He learned very fast that it wasn't like it is in the movies from the 80s. Truckers don't know, nor ever have given a darn about one another. Sure, some are nice to one another, but if it's a choice of you or them, don't hold your breath. Most big trucking companies in the US are only concerned about your safety because it saves them money on lawsuits. After his third trucking job ended with him getting terminated and is now living off my income, he stopped giving me crap about my problems and is still job hunting. 3. There was a young girl I used to work with at Target. She was hired for the 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. shift, but she regularly showed up between 8 to 9 a.m. without any good explanation. After the third time or so, our supervisor asked her if she had something to do in the morning, such as getting kids ready for school, that required a later shift. If so, she could be moved to the 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. shift. The girl's response was, "No, I still want to leave at 2:30. I just don't want to get up that early." She was fired when she refused to acknowledge that you cannot make your own schedule. 4. My boss told me about a friend of his who told him they have a life hack. She would get her bills in the mail, not pay them, and then wait a couple of months to pay. Then she would cry, so the debt collectors would feel bad and waive the fees for not paying on time. That was her brilliant life hack. 5. A dude 18 years old in boot camp got a letter from home, and I could see he was agitated. Being 22 and concerned for his well-being, I asked him if he wanted to talk about it. I'm thinking a Dear John letter or the mom and dad divorcing letter. He told me that his younger brother got a Mercedes for his birthday, and that he was upset because he only got a BMW. Can't remember what I said, but I knew boot camp was gonna do him in. It did. 6. When I was in boot camp, some kid put his letter addressed to mom with no address attached. 7. They did a study and there's a lot of people who have winning the lottery as part of their retirement plan. 8. My old roommate was only paying $25 on her credit cards every month, but was putting almost every purchase on them. I felt so bad explaining to her that she was now in credit card debt. 9. Girl asks me to do her shift for her. She has a doctor's appointment. Okay, on payday she asked for the money for that shift. No, it doesn't work that way.